Make my little sticky pad for the bath.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. My buddy just got me. I'm going to go over and see him tonight, and he bought 5 MDF bats that are full bats because I have like a little bisque plate like insert bat that I've
Yeah,
used,
I have
but
one of those.
yeah, I don't know, the bisque tiles, like as soon as they're wet, nothing likes to stick to it, and I struggle with that a lot.
The only
Um,
issue with these plastic bats is if you don't put that clay down on the wheel head, you'll hear,
right, and
and it's so annoying. And then you're trying to center, but your hand keeps going like this. It's miserable. So
yeah,
I always put that little clay spiral down first.
even like when Ben because he uses MDF, Ben Wolf Pottery for those watching. He uses MDF board, and he always puts a little bit of clay underneath just to keep it um, oops, like tethered down to the wheel head. What's going on live stream? We got our first viewer. It's been a while, buddy. How are you doing? It's always tough with the talking with like someone else, and then also trying to I tried to respond to Miami, but I would love to go down to Florida sometime. I did when I was a really little kid, but I'm the youngest of 4, so I don't remember a lot of those vacations. And hello, Barbie. Welcome in. You can see chat on your.
Yeah, I can see chat. She says, hello, hello. Good to see you too. Good to see you too.
Thank you for being here.
Oh man, I just got this wheel all nice and clean. Now it's all muddy again.
The world of the life of a potter, really. Yeah.
Right? I clean this wheel like once a week. Because if I cleaned it every time I used it, that's all I would be doing. So
I try to give it like a good scrub when I'm done. I'll clean out the splash pan a little bit, but then about once a week I clean off all the extra bits and make sure that it's nice and scrubbed down.
Yeah, I do it once a week. I go like deep clean because it just it'll pile up in the wheel.
Yeah. Does your splash pan? It would probably clip together around your.
Yeah, it clips together.
Right on. I tried to
over here.
I try to get those clips cleaned at least once a week because they gum up really bad.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Laughing Girl Art? How are you doing today? Doing some pottery with my friend JMClay down in Florida, Naples, Florida. Almost forgot for a second. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I find oddly struggling is responding to emails because as I'm writing the response, I'm forgetting what was said in the previous email.
Yeah.
And I have to keep going back, and I don't know, man. Just always been that way. And Laughing Girls Art says, good. How are you guys doing? I'm doing great.
We're doing great.
Good. Yeah. Just doing some pottery, doing some trimming. She's doing some throwing, so it's like the perfect. You get to see it all. Well, 2 parts of the process. Florida is the greatest.
Better at cylinders. I've been throwing so many other forms lately. I've lost how to throw a cylinder.
I find that happens to me a lot when I get into I don't know. I some days I'm really good with like, okay, I'm gonna throw a volcano shape and then turn it into what I want it to be to get like the throwdown. But then
Right.
sometimes I just shoot right for the shape, and I don't know. Like I've had success both ways, but um, just is totally depending on the day. Like, and then sometimes I follow the more common method of throwing, but then sometimes I just do my own thing. you know.
I gotta tell myself especially when I'm recording myself or doing a live or something, I just have to be like, throw like nobody's watching you. Because
Yeah.
I throw the best when there's like no pressure and I feel like nobody can see me.
No, that is a good method for sure, and you just got to kind of do it. Well, it's funny I say that, but then I'm also like, I don't know any different because I just in
Because
the
you've
last
only
week,
thrown on, yeah.
yeah.
Barbie
So
said
to me,
Naples. I'm a Florida girl as well, born and raised in South Florida, now in North Carolina though, but I'll be moving back one day.
live saying that Florida is the best country. That's funny.
Florida, oh yeah, I missed that one. Florida is the greatest country. We are like our own little country over here.
He's from northern Florida.
Didn't you call us the Australia of the United States the other day?
Well, I was like, yeah, I did. Where it's like more towards the wildlife and how dangerous everything is.
Yeah.
But then,
It's funny you said that because all the plants in my yard, like these plants back here, they have razor sharp edges and they will slice you open. Like all the plants in my yard are dangerous.
wow, that's crazy. I don't think I've heard of it. What kind of plant is that?
I have no idea.
Okay, no worries.
I think they're bromeliads.
Okay.
Oh, son of a monkey.
Live said he's a panhandle child. And Laughing Girl Art says, I feel that way about painting a little with the, painting like you're not being watched. Because she paints and she's from South Africa. She's a painter and then she's done some live streams as well. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch one. I think the time difference has kind of gotten in the
That's
way.
beautiful. Huh?
But she does some really cool pieces.
That's awesome. I'll have to check it out.
Come on.
I wasn't sure this cup was going to go the way I wanted it to, but I think it did okay.
That looks great from here. That looks really good.
Yeah.
A nice tall mug. That's the big thing. I don't know what final form I want my mugs to be. I have like there's one over here that I did um kind of off. This was all off stream. It's one of like the first pieces that I like completed off stream. But it's
Oh, I
like
love that.
a really large piece. And I don't know,
I love
like
that.
I enjoy this shape. I have a little bit of like wrinkling and some issues in that joint there, but this is probably like the 10th handle that I've ever attached. And from what I understand, that's like a learning curve in itself.
It looks awesome.
We're gonna be. Oh yeah, there's a storm. Are you in the path of that storm down there? I forgot it.
What?
There's like a storm down in the southern states. Is it
Yeah,
coming
but
your way?
not in Florida.
Okay.
I think it's mostly like Tennessee.
Okay.
It's near where Leah's at. Leah's getting hit hard today.
Oh wow. Barbie says, Joel, that's a great drinking vessel. Thank you very much, Barbie. A good sized mug, says Laugh Girl. Nice. I could have swore, Laughing Girl, that I checked out your channel, I want to say like 2 weeks ago, and you had been live like not too long ago, but maybe I'm just confused. That's probably more what's going on. I get confused easily. So is this another slug mug that you're working on? You're working on.
Yeah. I'm trying to make as many slug mugs as I can. They take forever to make, but they're so worth it in the end. And
Mhm.
I have Jess and Nick's that are almost done. And I need to make yours. I'm gonna make you one. And I'm
Okay.
making Leah one.
Nice.
And I'm making, well, Ben Wolf didn't want a slug mug. He wanted the slug ashtray.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's getting the slug ashtray.
I'm excited. I'll definitely be sending you something too in return, a trade.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what me and Ben are doing. We're doing a trade. He's giving me a flower pot, which I am
Yeah, I
super excited about.
they're beautiful. They're beautiful. I have one of his squat pots. I think it's a 4 pound, 3 pound maybe, or maybe it's only two. I can't actually fully remember. Um, but man, is it they patina? They look absolutely gorgeous. They get like all green on the outside, like some moss starts growing. It's so cool, and it happens fast. We like set it up, and a couple. I don't know. It's probably only like 3 days, and I'm like sending him pictures. I'm like, "Is this normal? Is this mold, or is this?" And he's like, "No, that's the patina." And I was like, "I thought it happened over a lot, like a
Like over a
long time."
long period of time. How long till that happened?
Yeah, it was like 3 days, 4 days,
Oh,
and
what?
yeah, it was
That's
really cool.
crazy. Do all of his flower pots do that?
Yeah, I think they do. I think it has to do with them not being glazed, so that like you can that can kind of that process can take place where
That's
they're
cool.
pouring. Yeah,
I plan on putting my aloe plant in it.
make a cube. Barbie's asking what is a slug mug, and I'll leave that up to
A
you.
slug mug. Let's see. Oh, I brought a, oh no, I have one of the slug mugs. I'll go get one.
Okay. Flower boy. Is there any echo or anything, or is the audio okay? And thank you for the likes, guys. Appreciate
All
that.
right. So
5
this
likes.
one's been glazed but not fired yet. But there's a little slug for the handle, a little slug crawling around the side, and a little slug crawling out from inside.
That's so cool.
And these will be green speckled slugs.
Nice. That's cool. Wow. I'm excited. I like the funky, like you were talking about. Maybe on Josh's stream, or maybe it was on, or I should say, the Goods Pottery stream, or on your own stream about like it's kind of like you're at the intersection of um like
Functional and
functional.
cultural.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cool. I really the audio is perfect now. Perfect. I'm happy to hear that. Laughter Girl says cute, and Barbie says that is adorable. And then Ben Wolf's in the chat. Howdy to both of you, and saw that live and
Hey
called it.
Ben.
Yeah, I didn't know last night that we were doing this.
That is
He said,
adorable. Love it, JM. Thank you, Barbie.
"Ah,
Ben, do you want to see what the slug ashtray looks like? I don't know if I showed it to you yet.
ah." I would assume that he would want to see it.
Yeah.
I would assume so. But maybe he's like, just leave it as a surprise. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah, that would be awesome, he said.
All right.
Come on. I keep knocking this loose. Doing a poor job
There's a
here.
little slug in there.
Oh, that's so cute.
Just hanging
That's
out in the
awesome.
middle of the ashtray.
I love too, like the conception of the idea, how it was just kind of a conversation, and then how nice they were to kind of show you how they made the slugs, and then it's cool. I love the origin story of the.
Yeah, it was awesome. Andrea's a great person.
And that's the person at the studio who had shown you, yeah.
Yeah.
Or they just did like slugs as little sculptures, or were they doing something kind of similar? Were they using it? Were they doing something like,
No, she
you
was
know?
just making slug magnets. I have a
Oh,
couple
cool.
on my refrigerator in my house where they're just little slug magnets. And she would just put them around in her classroom
That's cool.
because she was an art teacher. So
Oh.
she would just pop them around everywhere and she liked making them. And she made, God, like 50 to 100 of them. And I was like, how do you do that, Andrea? So she showed me how.
I guess that makes sense that an art teacher would be down, like open to show you how to do that. Hey, whoa!
Yeah.
Thank you for $4.99.
Oh
I
my
like.
gosh.
Thank you very much, live stream. We gotta get some W's for live stream. W for live. Thank you very much. Did I like it? Heck yeah! You're the man.
Ooh,
And
that was awesome.
anybody who likes watching what's going on here, check out JMClay. You can find her by clicking my channel profile, the little picture up in the corner, and then scrolling down and seeing my pottery friends and inspirations, and her channel is
I
linked in there.
I looked in my pottery friends. I didn't see me in there.
Oh, it definitely should be there.
This is definitely a slug mug. This one is 100%.
Okay.
The other one is a little narrow, but I like this one for slugs.
Because there might be like it might need to be expanded. I think that would be the only, like if you're on mobile, it only shows like 5 of them or something.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna check on my computer here, and it's gonna take 2 days to load up. We'll get there. I want to make sure that this is here. Hey, little pea stain, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. I haven't even been saying it. Happy Saturday, everyone. She not there. Oh fuck. Well, I'll have to fix that immediately. I'm so sorry. I honestly, genuinely thought I had you in there. But yeah. Man, I feel like because I've said that several times, even on my
Yeah.
lives. I'm just like, damn. Shoot.
I tried telling you in one of your lives, but so many people were chatting, it got pushed up, and I was like, oh well.
So if I go view all, yeah, you are there. You are there.
Yeah.
I'm being bamboozled. I think it's just so. Wait, if I like scroll to the side here, why doesn't it come up? Okay, let me edit. We'll do it live. I'm just gonna edit it so that because apparently I guess you have to click the view all button and then you're on the list. But if you just scroll over, if you're on the page and you just hit the like scroll button to the side, it only shows you 10 of them. What's going on here? Yes, thank you for popping that link in there. That is
Thank
the
you,
link.
live stream.
Appreciate it.
Put Ben's ashtray back so it doesn't get hurt.
Panchito. Let me go to. I'm doing this on my ancient laptop here, but we'll get it done. We'll edit it out. But 100%, it's there, dude. It's there. But it's just hidden. It's just back. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't. You can't hit that scroll button and find it. But so if I
Ben, I'll have
edit
to get
this
with you
one.
on Discord so I know where to send it when it's done.
Edit section contents.
Hey, Muirhead Pottery is in here.
What's up, Muirhead? Let me get rid of more the bigger people, like Pottery the people we don't need in there. Done. Now let's see what happens here. How are you doing today, Muirhead? It's good to see you. Good to see you in here. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. So now, I really am curious. I want to check it out on the mobile app too, but I can't because we're using it. Scroll over. Oh, did it not? Publish. There we go. Joe has too many friends and inspirations. It's true. It's true. Well, I don't know. Maybe I need to make it two different things, like pottery friends and pottery inspirations, and then so that there's like our community is there, but then also like Florian Gatsby, I love watching Pottery to the People, Lon Smith, a lot of people that are
the people.
Yeah, Earth Nation Ceramics and Pottery Demon. I really enjoy their stuff. Audio and video are great. Awesome. Thank you. Just nice. Just to me. Why Ben? All right.
All right. Thank you, Muirhead. Said audio and video are great.
Glad.
Love it.
Wow. I know you want it. Okay. So what are you doing? Kizzy Bear? I got that all fixed up, hopefully. Somebody mind going and seeing? Now it should be like in the list that shows up on, like, I don't know why you had to click view all, and then you definitely were in there, but it's one too many steps. Just looked via mobile and it didn't show, but maybe it needs to refresh. But you guys are just yanking my chain here. I'm honestly starting to feel very bad about this whole situation.
Don't feel bad.
I've said it so many times. Daryl Atkins.
You're
Shout out to me,
definitely
Queen.
you're definitely in my friends and inspiration. I only have a couple people in there.
And Daryl, I hope you're having a good day. She's there. Yes.
Yes.
Did it.
Success.
I will have to maybe switch those around, like, or separate the people that I actually interact with versus people that I just watch and get inspiration from. Like, I do get inspired by it. That's the thing. I wanted it to be both, like, because I do get inspired by the friends that I met here, right? Did you get a stamp made for yourself yet? I think that's such a fun part. Kind of makes you feel official, you know. I've created a couple stamps. I think I have them in the studio up here, but if that question was for me, yes, I have created stamps, but I rarely use them because there's not too much stuff that I've made so far that's actually gonna be like fire. Like the teapot I stamped, the first cups that like the first mugs that I put together I stamped. But outside of that, there's not gonna be a whole heck of a lot making it through the kiln, I would assume, at this point. What's your experience with firing your stuff? Right? Has it been pretty good so far? Or is it like you
It's
kind of have?
pretty good. I've had stuff blow up in the kiln though. Like I was trying to make, like, I can't make this urn for my mother-in-law. I made one urn for her and it turned out okay. And then it got through the firing okay because it was bone dry. There was no moisture in that. And then I glazed it and the glaze crawled. So I had like blank spots on the pot where the glaze was supposed to be and it was naked. So
Dang.
I reglazed it and fired it again and the spots just turned red. So I was like, okay, I'll throw another one. I threw another one and that one blew up in the kiln. And it's like, okay, is there ever going to be an urn that is going to turn out the way I want it to? Because she doesn't deserve to have like a half, I want it to be perfect.
That would be the really tough thing for me if I was ever making an urn. It's just like, is that Gizmo? Hey, knock it off, Gizmo.
Like you just never feel like it's good enough.
Yeah, like I feel like I operate at a fairly decent level of perfectionism just with normal stuff. But for something that's that important and meaningful, that would be really Gizmo. Hey, buddy. He's playing with the wire tool up on my desk. And you're getting covered in clay, dude. I'll just
Laughing
let it
Girl said
happen.
maybe it's a sign.
Maybe.
I
She
don't know. I just
shows,
want
but
it
yeah.
to be perfect. I know she would want me to make it.
Ben, I'll remove you. I'll remove this. Callback. That's a callback. I thought that was so funny. That when like both on Swan Cities and on Ben's stream when you gifted memberships, I got one of them. So crazy to me. So is that something that you're still currently working on? Is the urn, or is that did you find success with that?
No, I'm
Or
still working on it
yeah.
because I know she would want me to make it, so I'm determined to make it because she knew before she passed, she knew I did ceramics, and she loved every ceramic piece that I ever showed her. She was just in awe by every even the horrible ones. Like in the very beginning, they were horrible, but she just seemed so excited, and she would get so excited for me. So I know.
I think it would be very meaningful for you to get that made 100%. And I think that you can do it. I think it seems like if it's a glaze crawling issue. I mean, I don't have much
Well, the
experience in
kiln
that realm.
misfired. That's what caused it.
Yeah.
They were like, Jessica, I'm sorry, but your urn was in the kiln that misfired. And I was like, what do you mean? And then they showed it to me. I was like, oh my God.
We gotta keep trying, and you can do it from Laughing Girl Art. 100%. I believe. I think this is a little bit thick still, but
It sucks because the one that I threw, I think I told you because I was chatting with you when you're live, and there was a studio 2 hours away, and I threw that first urn in the studio in Maine.
Oh yeah, I do. I do recall that. Yeah, yeah. It's hard, honestly. Like that's probably the worst part about doing the live streams, man. Is just and maybe I hate talking about it because I do, but I have been fairly successful with the live stream, right? Like having 2,700, yeah, 2,700 subscribers in like 7 months or something is kind of insane. But it's like it's tough because I've like met all these people and I want to remember as much as I can. But it's so easy for me to forget because I'm just
Yeah.
that.
There's so many.
There's so many, and like I forget what I'm doing in my own life on a day-to-day basis. So it's it's tough for me sometimes to remember what's going on with others. Uh, Even like my friends, right? And then I'll be like, "Oh yeah, how did this go?" But it was like 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. I'll be like, "How did this thing go?" And they're like,
My
"That was
friend
good."
Anna, she called me earlier and she was like, I'm sorry I didn't call you back yesterday. And I was like, honestly, I forgot. So don't even worry about it because I didn't remember that you were supposed to call me back.
Exactly.
But how dare you?
Yeah. But also,
Laughing Girl said, keep trying, you can do it. Barbie said, you can do it. JM, don't give up.
I don't think you're gonna give up. I think
I'm
you're
not.
gonna do it.
I'm not one to give up easy.
You can't be if you want to do pottery.
Yeah.
I'll say that much. Sure. Um, it can try you. It can try you a lot at times. It can be quite. I mean, yeah, I say that, but then I have such a unique, I feel like, relationship with pottery, given the live streaming side of things, because it's always been that as well. So it's like pottery and live streaming. So, but yeah, this goes. I can take so much out of this piece. It's kind of worrying me.
Joel, do you remember when I told Emma, I said, I'm going to be live soon. I want you to be inside. Yeah, she's been
Yes.
inside the whole time. I just had to do this. I was like, 1, 2,
Yeah.
and she went running inside.
Got that on lockdown, man. That's good. Gizmo, come on. I know. I'm doing a live stream. Papa's on the internet. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it when people talk to their cats. I meow at my cat.
Yeah.
Right, are you a good boy?
Sometimes
He'll go, meow, and I'll meow right at him. I'll be like, meow. We'll have a whole meow conversation. We have a whole meow conversation.
We'll get into like a mimic thing often where I'll do like a short meow, and then he does one, and then I'll go, and then yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but
I can hear.
Hey, what's up, passerby? Well,
hey, passerby.
Hey, Gizmo, what's your plan? Where are you going, bud?
Try the 1, 2, 3 on Gizmo.
Well, he's trying very hard to get over to me. Come here. Come here, little man. Here he is. Try the 1, 2, 3 on Gizmo. Gizmo, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there he goes.
He's like, okay, now head scratches.
Yeah. You can't be in here this much. You're getting covered in dust, and it's bad for your little lungs. Yeah. This guy, though, he's just like, please stop. We were laying on the couch so nice this morning. After I do pottery around him. Yeah, buddy. Oh. Oh, this is a test. W for Gizmo, yes. Let's get some W's in chat for Gizzy Beta.
Yeah.
Star of the show. Oh, come on.
I don't know if any of you watch Star Trek. I love Star Trek. My cat's name is Riker after the commander in the Next Generation.
That's awesome. He's Gizmo after the gremlin.
He's an orange cat.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I love orange cats.
He definitely has orange cat energy.
Yeah, I was gonna say they tend to have a very unique personality.
He will like jump right at your face. Like all you will see are 2 paws and his face coming straight for your face. But he won't use claws or anything. He's not like out to get you. He just like wants to hug you. It's very strange. He does that like when because he stays in my bedroom, and when I go in there after like being out for a couple of hours, or if I'm out here doing clay for a couple of hours, he will attack me like, where have you been?
Yeah. Oh, I missed you. That's adorable.
He's a sweetie pie. I posted a picture of him on Discord once.
You picked the best Trek series as passerby, and then
what? Ben Wolf Pottery. Oh, passerby said you picked the best Star Trek series. I agree. Ben said W for JM. Wanted to name my dog Q, but that would have given him too much power. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh, Ben. You should have named him Q. He would have had a lot of power, though. He would have had a lot of power. The Q is like the all-powerful being of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. There's another cat who it's actually Riker's brother that my best friend works for NASA. And I was over in Houston visiting him, and we got these kittens at the same time, and they're brothers, and the brother is a white cat, and we named him Picard after the captain.
Nice.
So we have Riker and Picard.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I like the shape of this one.
Oh yeah, I started doing these like it's kind of not. It's just like a little dome. I don't know. I like this shape. This is upside down right now, but I have a couple that I've done. But I'll start throwing shortly. Corey Sims, welcome into you. I care for three dogs: Drax, Lebowski, and Yuma Dog. I love Lebowski. That's a great name. I believe in nothing Lebowski.
JM, that is too cute. Lebowski for a dog's name is 100.
To me, that just makes so much sense because, like, the character in The Big Lebowski, anyway, which I'm assuming is a reference, but or is Lebowski from Star Trek? Because I'm not too familiar with Star Trek, unfortunately. But I know, like what, like the pop culture surrounding it, but not really like I don't. Maybe when I was like early teens, I ended up watching quite a bit of it, but I never really stuck with it. I don't know why.
I actually hated Star Trek for years because when I had no TV, that was all that was on the TV. Like I had antenna TV. I was super poor and I was not wanting to watch Star Trek, but I was almost forced to because that's all that there was. And my husband, after I met him, he put Star Trek on and just let it play in the background. And I got like sort of sucked into it. The original Star Trek is the one that I got stuck watching when I was a teenager. But I don't know, I just slowly, the more he played the next generation, the more I got sucked into it. Now I have to have the next generation every night. Every night, Joel.
Oh,
The next generation is playing on my TV for me to go to sleep. If it's not playing, I can't fall asleep.
oh wow! It's like totally flip flop. Antenna
Yeah.
TVs. Yeah, no, that I mean that's really cool. I have it. What would I say? Like I have like certain YouTube that I need playing. Like usually just any kind of sciency video where it's just like drawn like animals in the Jurassic period and it's like 10 hours long of just naming animals. I don't know why, but I need something that's like really chill or I can't sleep. Like if it's a show up, I would just stay up and watch it, maybe not after seeing it
Yeah,
so
I've
many
seen it
times.
so
Like
many times that now I can dream what the show is doing. And I know exactly what's happening. I know who's talking. I know what they're going to say next.
you end up like recounting it in your sleep. You're like sleep talking. Beat
Yeah.
me up. I'm with JM. We did the same unless the bunny ears had wax in them. I don't know what. That's beyond me. The bunny ears had wax in the ears. That took me a second. Shit.
Yeah, I hated the antennas. Antenna TV, man. I'm so thankful that I have my husband and that he has his job so that I don't have to try and do that again. Because that was just miserable. I feel like this is not. Only thing I hate about the bat pens is trying to get the thing lined up.
Like actually get the holes lined up with the yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here searching. Oh, I think I got that one. Now, where's this one? There we go. Now my clay's off center, but the bat's centered. I've always gotten cats in pairs. Ferris and Cameron, Simba and Salsa. Simba and Salsa, I love that.
Salsa for a cat is amazing. I love
Yes.
that.
Corey Sims said we have yin and yang. Barbie said,
Nice.
I had an antenna TV too when I was younger. I don't even have cable TV now. Hate commercials. Yeah, I don't have cable either. Everything I
Yeah.
have is streaming.
Yeah, I only stream as well. We only got internet. That's literally the only real service that comes into the house. Like we don't even have home phone. Like I don't, I wouldn't know why to pay for for home phone while we have our cell phones.
When I was a teenager, my mom was so irritated that I was always tying up the phone line because I really didn't care that I was tying up the phone line. She got so irritated with it that she got me my own phone line in the house.
Oh damn, that's cool.
She was like, I
We
can't get
have
any calls. I'm waiting for these calls from people. Get off the phone, Jessica. And I was like, no, I'm good.
we had dial up when I was younger, so we had one for dial up. For a time
Yeah.
being, we got we got that line, and then we ended up a neighbor of ours put like an antenna up for wireless, so then we could use that, which was really cool.
Corey said we clean dogs named Chicken and Nugget too. I don't know what an Airedale is. I'll have to look that up. Type of dog.
They're cool, beautiful dogs. Yeah.
Do you remember antenna, TV, metal breaking, and yes, metal coat hanger? I used like a couple metal coat hangers to try and get it better.
This is when I feel like young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This
don't know.
is
I've
when I was
never
already like I was already moved out of the house and everything when I was using coat hangers because I had nothing. I was like upper middle class growing up, and then I went out to the world and had literally nothing. So I had to use coat hangers to try and get TV.
That's pretty cool though. Honestly, like sometimes I get like it sounds like such a cool. It probably wasn't that cool,
Wasn't that cool?
but like to hear it, I'm just like that sounds like a much different experience than I had. Like whenever I left the house, I mean, all I needed was internet, and the place that I rented had it included. So I just kind of like that's all I needed. I just watch YouTube. That's it. That's basically all I do. Netflix
I
sometimes,
didn't
but
have I didn't have internet or YouTube. I just had a metal coat hanger attached to a really old TV.
which sounds like kind of a vibe. Like that sounds like a like a cool thing, but interesting. But it's like a culture.
What year were you born?
1994.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm just a little guy. Well, I mean, I just turned 30, so there's that.
Wow. 1994, and you turned wow, 30 years ago. That's crazy.
I know. That's like yeah. I'm just getting to that point in my life, I think, where I'm really going, holy moly, a lot of times passed. Like, even when we were talking before, and I was like, was it 2016 or 2018 that you built my computer? Because time feels so, like, in my late 20s there, it just kind of flew by. Yeah, like, you get that time dilation stuff where it's just like, all right, every year it feels shorter as you grow up. That's what I
Yeah.
feel. That's my
I feel
experiences
like my 30s just flew by. And I told my son, I said, in 5 years, Joey's going to be 18 and Sarah's going to be 19, and 5 years is like nothing. It goes by so fast, just 5 years. And Emma will be 12. I'll only have one kid left in the house.
Yeah, maybe it totally is up to, like, that could be something to look forward to at the same time. But I don't know, it depends. Every parent is different. I know my parents were like, by the time I was moving out, they're like, thank goodness. Have the house to ourselves.
I'm excited, but I'm sad, because
Yeah. I know, like, the day
I'm
I say that,
excited
the
because
day
me and
that,
my
like,
husband, we never had time to ourselves because I had already had Michael when we met. So we never really had that, just us time.
that's
So I'm
fair.
excited for that, but I'm also like, my babies are going to be gone. It's kind of
Yeah.
sad.
It was more, I would say, like 4 or 5 months. So leading up to me going off to college, my parents were like, you know, it was more, it's like in a loving way. It wasn't like they're like, thank God this guy's leaving. But it was just like, we're looking forward to having the house and doing kind of what we want to do. But then, like, when I actually ended up leaving, like, my mom had a bit of a meltdown. It was tough. It was tough on her, but now, like, it's awesome to see what they get up to. I mean, my dad's done really very well for himself. So he goes, and, like, him and my mom go down to Cuba like 3 times a year. They're like snowbirds, kind of. And it's really cool to see. My dad gets to go fishing all summer, and he loves, like, that's what he loves to do mainly. Um, and, like, it's really nice to see them just kind of being able to do whatever they want, not driving us all around. To For me, it was like music lessons and stuff. And my siblings, a bunch of sports, and yeah, it is really nice. I find it really nice. Sometimes I
Yeah, I
do
don't
miss
know
being.
what we're going to do. I think the first thing we're going to do is actually have a honeymoon
That would be cool.
because we
Yeah,
never got to have a honeymoon.
yeah, yeah. I guess, like, so you
Go
said
on a
Mike,
cruise.
like, you had Michael before meeting your husband, right?
Huh?
Which kid did you have before
Michael.
meeting Michael? Okay, so I had it. I
He's the one
had
that
it.
just turned 18.
So how old would he have been when you met your husband?
When me and Joseph got together, he was 2.5.
Yeah. So you can't really. That's a tough. Yeah. Can't really go off
Yeah.
on a honeymoon. Yeah.
Right. You can't go with a 2-year-old. So it was tough. But Joseph has always been there like Michael's father,
Yeah. Yeah.
He always saw himself as Michael's dad because he's been there since he was a baby.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. What are they saying here? We had party lines back in the day. You show, hey, that happened. So my grandma had the last party line in her city, and I think it was like 1991 is when she finally got her own line to her house, and she loved nothing more than to like listen in and see what the gossip in the neighborhood was, which I don't agree with, but she what she loved to do. So I'm told. I was not alive then, but that's like a classic grandma story for us.
My grandma
Her and the
was
party
born
line.
in 1922
Oh wow.
in New Brunswick, Canada. My grandfather was also born in New Brunswick.
It's a beautiful spot. New Brunswick is
Yeah.
amazing.
It's beautiful. I like going to St.
But
Andrews. St. Andrews is a cute little place.
honestly, I should have done more throwing today because I'm like I keep listening to what you're saying and like I'm absorbing it. I'm thinking about it, and then I'm like just have to be so focused on trimming. It's the newest thing for me so far with pottery is trying to trim
Trimming.
stuff. Yeah.
I hate trimming. I think
I'm
once you
getting
get good at trimming, I've heard people love trimming once they get good at it, but I don't know. I feel like it's always wonky. Every time I trim, it's wonky.
I think there's like to me it's like the nerves of like okay I could really severely mess this up right now. Where like when it's something and you're throwing something it's like all right like if it messes up it's still like I can fix it as I'm throwing a big piece of clay when you're trimming. There's no putting it back, you know. Or
I
that's what I
tried.
think.
I went through the bottom of one of my pots and it was still pretty wet. So I tried to put a piece that was the same like moisture content in the little hole. It didn't work. But it wasn't for lack of trying. Emma, come on. Thank you. They've seen so much change in that time. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Just checking my messages there.
She would be, if she was still with us, she'd be 103 this year.
Dang. Yeah, that's crazy. I think so my grandma that's still with us is 96. So she would have been born in the 30s, I believe. Right? I don't know. I'm not good at fast math, but
No, I'm not good at math either.
she's like she remembers like food stamps and like post World War II happenings. It's pretty crazy. I did a project with her when I was in public school, and I was just kind of just shocked that she had. Yeah, I mean, you just experienced so much being alive for that long, and yeah. Wow, Joel. Wow, what? What's wow? Thank you for all the likes, guys. 13 likes is huge. Thank you very much. Your grandparents. Oh. Gee, oh. I think one of my favorite tales about my grandma is like, so she had colon cancer in uh 2009 or 2010, and so she had it operated on, and she's all good now. They got it, but she's like up until like even like 2 years ago, she was like every day, like all day long, walking. She loved to just cruise around the home. Uh, she's kind of lost some mobility now. Her eyesight's kind of deteriorating, but other than that, she's doing well. But the doctor said like, okay, you gotta like for the next 2 weeks you can't be walking. And then like 3 days after her surgery, she was doing laps of like the hospital floor she was on. She's just such a trooper. Yeah.
That's exactly what would happen to me if the doctor said, don't walk. Well, what do you think I'm going to do now? Thank you for that.
Yeah.
My
Thank you for
husband, if
telling
he doesn't, well, if he wants me to do something, he'll say, babe, don't do this. And it just makes me want to do it more.
Yeah.
That's crazy. She was walking that soon.
Yeah, it was like days after, maybe like 3 or 4 days. I don't fully remember the exact time. She's just the kind of lady. She's always just like, no, I can do it. If she felt like she could do it, she would do it.
Your head said, by the way, the pottery looks great, guys. Thank you.
Yo, thank you very much.
This is very nice watching you both. If you haven't subbed to JM, do so here. Oh, thanks, Ben Wolf.
Yeah. Thank you, Ben. Do it. Go sub to
Do
her
it.
now. Do
Do
it. Look at that. So we've been going for like an hour now. Nice. You can
Wow,
say
it doesn't feel like an hour. That went by fast.
I know. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Um, but if you have anything you need to do, because I don't think we really discussed the time that we're going to, like, but I don't really have anything going on until this afternoon, like later in the afternoon. So I'm good to go. You just say the word if you want
Yeah, I
to.
got nothing going on.
Right on.
Oh, my friend Anna, she texted me about the escape room tomorrow, and she was
Yeah.
like, Jessica, I don't want to do the escape room tomorrow. I got bills coming out, and I didn't want to do it anyway. And I was like, okay. So I texted her back. I said, that's fine. I didn't want to do it anyway. And then I
Oh,
texted my friend Matt. I said, do you want to do an escape room? And he was like, nah. I was like, but why? Somebody, come on. My husband won't do them because he's like, no, because I'm gonna solve all the puzzles, and then you're gonna get mad that I'm solving all the puzzles. He's like, I know better. No, I'm not doing that.
Try to do a solo escape room.
Right?
That'd be That'd be
I'm
cool.
just gonna contact Tropic Escape Room and be like, look, my viewers on my YouTube, they want to see me do an escape room. I know I already solved this one. Nobody's gonna see it. My friends live in Canada, okay? They're not coming here to, solve it using my live. Can I solve it on live on YouTube? Would you let me do that? Just do it all by myself. I don't need help.
You got it. I believe in you. I might do a little.
I'll be like, guys, what is this? where does this go? This is such a tiny little bowl. I think I need 2 pounds for a bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 pounds is usually like 1 3/4 to 2 pounds is like what I've been throwing for bowls.
Yeah.
But
I got tired of throwing the cylinders. I was like, let me throw a bowl. I have enough mugs here, I think, for a couple slug mugs.
where did I put my sponge? Retro. Oh, on the ground. Classic.
Passerby said I have an image of a young girl swapping the legs from her Barbie dolls in my
I think
head.
that because Barbie said I'm the same way. I think referring to the story about my grandma. I had both of my hips totally replaced, and I walked out of the hospital the next day all by myself, no walker.
Okay, context helps. Yeah, context helps. I was like, why are you thinking about taking Barbie dolls apart? What goes on in your head, passerby?
Cool. I like that. All right. Little vase.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, I've been trying to do like more angular things recently here and there, but I don't know. They're not speaking to me. I really like this piece. I wish I didn't finish trimming the top because I left a bit of a lip at the bottom. But like, I love that. Or a
Yeah.
couple flowers. I think that would be a nice vase too. But look at the foot on that. Terry, we're definitely a group of it never quit here. Nice. Oh, we lose.
Somebody's in trouble or hurt.
I think I might do some throwing now. A matte or black glaze flower pot. Oh, that would be nice. On the dome one, I think that would look really cool. I think a matte, yeah. Right on. That's gonna be a whole nother road for me, another adventure in pottery, a journey, so to speak. Is getting into glazes and trying to find out kind of what glaze I really like. I'm a huge fan of blues and greens and like beigey, like sandy browns. Like that's kind of my. But black would be cool for like certain pieces. I'll have to try to throw like 4 or 5 of the same thing and then glaze them differently and just kind of see what I like. Do some experiments. Oh, brother. Let's do a bigger piece.
Yeah, now you're throwing.
Yeah.
Well, there go all my tools.
Oh no. Hey, when that happens, I've done that so many times.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
see what do I want to cook up here? Might do a bowl too.
Yeah.
I think so.
I did 3 pounds. We'll see what happens.
I think this is going to be just over 1.5, so it's going to be a smaller bowl, but we'll try it. Nice. That's a win over there.
This is going to be huge.
Pardon?
I said this is going to be huge.
Heck yeah. You gotta eat a lot of cereal.
Yeah. My husband's the serial killer in the family.
Cool.
Where's the other sponge?
A little bit of warble on here, but I don't know if I can get it off the off the wheel there. Ben Wolf asked, "What kind of clay are you using, JM?"
Oh, I'm using V-Mix.
Noise. All that shit anyway. I think this I'm gonna chuck it actually. And this one too. Boop. Oh, the butt mix. Why do you say that?
Yes, the butts mix.
Is that like this guy's name? Is that what B
That's
stands
the
for?
guy's. Yeah, that's the guy's last name that made this. Like combination of clay. His last name was Butts, so they called it Butts Mix, and for short they call it B Mix.
Nice. It doesn't want to break. I'm too good at throwing. No. I was trying to make a joke. The first thing I said was that the guy's name? I kind of knew that. I think I've heard people talk about that before.
Thanks for explaining that to Joel JM. Thought I was trying. I think it's kind of funny. That's a terrible last name.
Yeah, I grew up going to school with someone named Richard, and their last name was Butt. And like the
Printer?
short for and the short form for Richard is Dick. So he got made fun of a lot.
That
Yeah,
sucks.
I feel bad because he was a really nice kid, but yeah, it was just kind of ruthless, especially in high school when he made because he was a couple of years younger than me, but when he came to high school, his older brothers made it not a great name for the whole family, so because they were kind of dinguses, and then yeah, he just got the brunt of it when he got into the school. It was honestly pretty sad, but he's good now. Like he survived it. I wish there was a way to have like the title, like so it says like who you are.
Yeah.
That's kind of his parents weren't so nice. Yeah, you read passerby. It's like a ruthless thing to do when you know your last name's Bunt, and then to do that to your kid. But I don't know.
Passerby said Richard Butt was a nice kid. His parents weren't so nice.
Yeah. They honestly weren't. They were mean people. They were known about the town. Are still currently known about the town for doing some pretty shit. Harold Pole. Dang. That's ruthless. Harold Pole had me dead. Yeah. That's funny. So I guess I should mention too, anybody, because this isn't much of an interview kind of format, but both of us have been guests on the Goods Pottery show, Mudslinging, the good kind. um, and he's an excellent interviewer and conversationalist. He is definitely in my Pottery Friends and Inspirations.
Are you sure?
And I'm pretty sure. I feel like doubting myself a little bit, but I feel as though I added it in there. But if I'm wrong, someone will let me know, I'm sure. But we both have been interviewed by him. Their JM's appearance was excellent, and my appearance is, I think, being released like right now. I think it's getting, like, he said he did some editing because the audio was kind of not great on, like, for his microphone, which sucks because he was asking all the questions. But definitely recommend checking him out. He also does live pottery throwing on his channel. And he's an excellent person, very incredibly kind person.
And he makes
enjoy his-
great mugs.
Yeah, I need to get some. I need to get some of those if he ships up to Canada, but we'll see. Who knows? I tried catching you in the Goods Live, but you're having audio issues. Yeah, and then we went back on later in the evening, so it would have been like early in the morning for you or whatever. Yeah, and then, but there are still some audio issues at that point as well. But I think he's found a solve using StreamYard, if I remember correctly. Titan, welcome. Happy Saturday to you. I forgot what day of the week it was for a second.
You're just like happy day.
Happy day. Have a
Happy
happy. Hope you're having an excellent right now.
Yes.
Moment. Saturday, yes. Instead of me catching this other part, like Ben Dog or something like that, he's all right. Ben Dog. I'm gonna have
Oh,
to start
thank you,
saying
Ben. He said, "Nice bowl, JM."
that.
The big cereal bowl. If my husband says that he can't fit enough cereal in that bowl, I'm gonna have a problem.
Yeah. So the OBS wasn't working, Joel. Well, he was using something called Video Ninja, and there was some kind of, it kept swapping back and forth with our audio. Like one audio would make it to the stream, and then all of a sudden that would stop, and the other one would, and the video quality kept, like, it would be really good one moment, and then drop down and be all pixelated on one end. His OBS, because we ended up having a Teams meeting, and he shared a screen, and honestly, it should have been working. I don't know what the issue was. It's kind of unfortunate. It has something to do with that Video Ninja app, because that's where I don't know anything about that app. I also do think that maybe it has to do with like the computing power. Like I know he has like a laptop that he's working off of, but I worry that between like the CPU and the GPU, that they're just to run both of those programs, that there just isn't quite enough like horsepower. But I don't know the specifics of his laptop, so I don't know if it's the end. The audio keeps cutting in and out. I don't know. Hey, Gail. Must be your mate. Okay. So we're good? The audio sounds good to you, Pastor Bones? Damn it, Jay, I quit Coca-Cola 2 years ago, and you got me wanting one now.
Quit Coca-Cola 2 years ago, and you got me what? Want
You got
one?
me
Oh, because of my Coca-Cola. I'm sorry. I've tried. Coca-Cola is harder to quit than nicotine.
I believe it.
It is. It really is. Like, I was going to Canada for higher quality Coca-Cola. True story. It's very hard to quit Coca-Cola.
How are you doing today, Gail? And Lex, how are you? Happy to see you both. Happy to see you both. Caffeine is just as addictive as social media. Yeah. And Terry, nice to see you. Yeah. And Muirhead's in the chat.
Bread was actually really, really easy for me to stop eating.
Yeah, I had
I just
to.
cut bread out of my diet completely, and it was so easy to do.
Do you have celiac? Is that, or you just cut bread?
Well, I have a celiac sensitivity, so I just do my best to stay away from it and
Because
eat
I'm
as gluten-free as possible.
my fiance is full celiac, very sensitive. Like gets a full reaction on a very small amount of gluten.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit better off. I'm not officially diagnosed, but I live my life as if I am diagnosed because the last time I had gluten, I like broke out in hives
Oh
and
my gosh.
basically like a flu for like 4 days, 5 days, and you're just it's not fun. You're having trouble on both ends, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I just stay away from it. The hardest thing about uh quitting like breaded things was like fried chicken,
Mm,
because that's got breading
yeah,
on the outside.
for me it was like pizza and pasta. Like I used to cook when I was in high school, and then like in my early 20s I was a cook, and I loved cooking at home all the time. Um, and I had just gotten, well, I say just gotten, but for a couple of years I was making my own pasta at home. Like I have a pasta maker, and yeah, that's kind of the thing that I miss the most is that whole like taking an afternoon and just rolling out pasta for like a month and a half, and it's all you made it yourself. It was really cool.
Wow, that's incredible.
It's super. It's dead simple. Like it's so easy to do. It's just having the right tools. Like it's egg and flour, right? It's I really like anybody who wants to try it definitely should because it's you'd be surprised how it is very simple. It's just that $300 investment into a nice pasta roller. Because if you have something that's a little bit too, um, you know, cheap and the spacing gets off, then you end up with really thick and really thin. It depends on how picky you are. I was quite the connoisseur of my pasta, so if it was like
Sounds like it.
same thickness and everything,
Like you took a
um,
deep dive into pasta.
yeah, only like really fettuccine and
I love
like
fettuccine.
I really made a lot of fettuccine and spaghetti, and then my own lasagna noodles as well. I do that a lot as well.
What?
But
My kids
yeah,
love lasagna. My daughter, not supposed to be having lasagna, but my husband and my my other daughter and my son, they all love lasagna. And me, I'm like, nope, just give me some rice. I'm good with some rice.
yeah, no, I we love rice in our house now. It's like everything is.
And there's gluten-free options everywhere now if people really wanted gluten-free, but I just don't want it.
Yeah. No, it's actually like so we would go down to Buffalo and because in the States there's a lot more gluten free options than in Canada, unfortunately. But like for us, I mean, so we would go down and get a bunch of like these different gluten free options for mostly snacks and stuff. We have a lot of the main stuff covered up here, but there are some types of bread too, like gluten free bread that are only available in the U.S. In North America.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot of gluten-free bread.
which honestly, like the bread is probably the one thing that I have the hardest time with.
Tastes
Just
like
because,
cardboard, though.
yeah, and the texture is so wrong. You know?
It's so wrong. It's not bread.
No,
You're like, I
and like
want it to be bread, but you're just lying to me. You're not bread.
you're not bread. But I think
Imposter.
for me it's the wraps, like a tortilla wrap. It just don't even start. Like that, they every single one cracks, and it's the worst experience I've ever had in wraps. Like a Caesar chicken wrap was like my go-to meal for so long. Um, make
Ben
those for
said,
lunch.
Ben said if I gave up pasta, I'm pretty sure all I'd be left with was clay.
Yeah, because we all know that he loves clay or pasta with clay sauce on it, so you just be left with the clay. Okay. Sourdough bread. That's so. Before I met my fiance, um, I was getting into because it was just before the pandemic that we started talking, and then I was into sourdough bread too. I never really was fully successful with it, but I loved the experience of like having a starter, and it was a good time. I don't remember too much about it because it feels like a separate, like ages ago, like a totally different time in my life. But yeah, clay does the body good. I don't know. Some people, some people do eat it. Crazy. Seems wild to me.
Peasant's bread? I've never heard of peasant's bread.
No, me either.
Passerby said peasant's bread is my favorite.
Hmm.
Oh, Ben knows
What is?
what it is. He said, I'm with you, passerby. I'm going to have to look it up.
Hmm.
Barbie said, I
Look at that.
just looked up that bread. It looks amazing.
Huh. Hmm. Once I'm done throwing this, I'm gonna look it up too.
Yeah, my hands are covered in clay.
Nice. Oyster cup. Mug to be.
Oh, very cute.
Thank you. Round.
Flour, salt,
Flour.
sugar, instant yeast, water, butter.
Oh, what's up, that one guy? Hey, what's Merez? Welcome. I must have missed your entrance there. I hope it's not rude, but who is this new? JMClay is her name. Jessica, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody said Jennifer in the chat, and then I was like,
Oh my gosh, I get called Jennifer all the time. I answer to Jennifer for anyone that's wondering.
yeah, JMClay. If you go to my channel, you should be able to, if everything's right, you should be able to find her in my
Oh,
Pottery
thank you,
friends.
Barbie. Barbie put up a little button in the chat.
Awesome. Sweet. No, I want to. That was me. Oh, okay. It's okay. I remembered it was you, Gail. I didn't want to call you out, though, but thank you for being honest. Peasant bread. I must look at this. Oh, dang. That looks fluffy.
You're making me want to look it up. I'm going to have to wipe my hands off.
It looks like it's cooked in a bowl. That's crazy.
Jennifer's my dog groomer, and spell check changed it.
Okay, okay. Sure. No, I'm just kidding.
Excuses. So many people call me Jennifer, though. They're like, Jennifer, right? I'm like, close enough. All right, now I have to look it up.
I think it's sarcastic.
Yes, it looks like fake bowl.
For some reason, it's gotten like really quiet online. Can you try to say something? I don't know what.
Me?
Okay, I can hear you. All right. I don't know. My phone,
No, I was getting expert advice. I talked to myself.
Oh, okay. Yes, we know.
So if you see my lips moving, nothing coming out, I'm just talking to myself.
Okay. Thank you guys for the likes. 15 likes. Loving it.
Wow, we got 15 likes. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
1,000 people through the chat. It's really cool. Happy.
That's a dad joke, JM. Well done.
I can't hear you well. You can't hear me well.
Barbie said, Jessica, I love that. I'm going to remember that one.
How's that?
I have a shirt that says, if you see me talking to myself, don't worry, I'm just getting expert advice.
Yeah.
Today is not my day for throwing.
No? I think
No.
you've been doing some good stuff there, from what I've seen. Oh, just that. I mean, you gotta have one that doesn't work out for you. Keep you humble, you know?
My husband's got to make me the plaster soon because my bucket is like full of reclaimed clay that I need to reclaim. But I can't do that till he mixes the plaster. There's just so much.
You, so like plaster is a great option, 100%. But your audio did get quiet for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. That's so weird. Well, after this throw, I think I'm gonna call. We're gonna have to say goodbye for now. But we'll definitely have to do this again. What was I saying? Oh, party backer board is like a concrete kind of drywall, and that's what I use, and it's like it's perfect. It works so well. And it comes in like these like 3/16 sheets, so they're relatively
What's
easy
it
to store
called?
away. Party back. I'll send you the details on it on Discord.
Okay.
But the plaster, like I've seen a lot of people use plaster, and it works really well too. Um,
Yeah,
I
I
think that's
have
what.
I have little tubs that I'm gonna pour a little bit of plaster in the bottom of.
Nice.
One for light clay, one for dark clay. And then a tiny tub for my handles. Because if you keep the plaster wet in the little tub, it'll keep your handles pretty leather hard.
My audio is getting sketchy. That's not good. Something happened on my end too, where like it sounds like you're coming just through like the phone speaker and not like this actual speakerphone. That's funny. But like you like it's quiet on my end for JM, but yeah, I don't know. That's so strange. I don't know what. It was fine up until now, so like we're at like a 90% success rate. That's good.
Barbie said we can still hear you, Joel. It's just a little warbly. It's not bad. Yeah, wet box scale, exactly. That's weird. I can hear you fine.
You don't need to hear what I have to say, anyways, guys. It's usually a bunch of nonsense.
You don't need to hear me. Just watch.
Just watch and learn.
That's great. How's it going? Going good. I'm on live right now. I know, I'm a told me. I didn't hear. Well, everybody can hear you. Congratulations. That's the 14-year-old, the snarky one. Joey gave me a cookie and I fell asleep on it right after he opened it up. Wonderful. But I still ate it. It was yummy. Oh my god. Go inside. What was that? Was that oatmeal raisin? Yes, the oatmeal raisin. Who put the raisins in? That was disgusting. Okay. I'm glad you hated it. Go inside. It's like the raisins. Hey, Mom. I won't share them with you again. They're all mine. No, I just think out the raisins. The oatmeal part very yummy. Yeah. So you just want oatmeal cookies, no raisins? Yeah. Yeah, I'll be sure to tell the people at 7-Eleven, okay? Well, you told me you're on the live and you don't want me out here, so I'm gonna be out here. Learn sign language.
I think you're talking to me. You know.
I know sign language. Do you want to learn sign language? I can teach you.
That'd be actually really fun.
Or maybe they want you to teach them with sign language.
Yeah.
Learning sign language online.
I gotta go finish painting.
Yes. Go finish the slugs. I paid her $20 to glaze the slugs for me.
Nice.
Because glazing is like my least favorite part of this whole thing.
I've heard a
Because
lot
like
of
here's
people
$20.
talk about
Glaze these.
that glazing is not fun. And I'll have to wait and see, but she's rolling the voice of shit. Thanks for asking. Not wrong.
I don't know. Signing with your
Marty
hands
also
covered in
knows
clay
sign.
is a messy endeavor. I flung clay everywhere when I.
I need to attach a sponge to a stick. So I can,
What?
because I always do this. I'll close it in a shape, and then I look in, and I'm like, oh, there's so much
Oh,
water.
you left a puddle in there?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, what I know is ASL. I drank it.
Why?
I don't know where it is, Sarah.
Oh, I thought you actually drank it.
Go check the bathroom. I think it was in there. Sarah said, "Where's the paint water?" I said, "I drank it." Whenever somebody's looking for something, where's my wallet? I ate it. It was delicious.
Nice. Mom, where's the car? I ate it.
Mom, where's the cat? I ate it. He was delicious. Passerby said, "Mom, where's the cat?"
Just sing. Get out of
Okay. All right.
the
No.
Wow, almost 2 hours.
Oh, Barbie said goodbye. Oh, bye to Ben.
Yeah,
This was
but
great to
Ben's
watch you
head.
too. Have a good day, everyone. Oh, bye, Ben.
I'm gonna start cleaning up on my end.
I'm really bad at reading the chat. I don't know if you can tell.
It comes with time, and honestly, like I think it's like almost to an advantage that because I learned pottery looking at the chat, but I couldn't imagine if I knew how to do pottery before bringing chat into it because like it can be very distracting. And honestly, like since I've made it past day 100, I've done a couple throwing sessions without the stream, and it was really nice. You just got to focus on what you're doing, and just that. It's cool.
Yeah.
but I couldn't imagine like having that as my goal and then starting a live stream. Like it's I think you're doing fine. Joel at this point can make all this yeah, basically. Barbie says, I have to go work on my candles now. This was so much fun. Thank you for sharing this time with us. It's great to get to know you better, Jessica. Love watching you both make some beautiful pieces. Thank you very much, Barbie.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
your candle work. That sounds like a great time.
Thank you so much, Barbie.
You have a lovely day too. Thank you, Barbie. Our game sign tonight. Looking forward to it. Gonna be good. A couple friends that I haven't seen in a long time. Is my audio glitching on your end too, Jay?
Hmm?
Is the audio like coming through okay on your end? So,
18 likes. That's my lucky number.
there you go. Perfect. So nobody's like. We gotta cut it off at 18 likes. Okay, guys? Audio and video getting sketchy. My phone's probably just like, screw this. 2 hours and doing this to me?
All right, this one, I like this one. This is the only one out of all the things I've thrown. This is the first one I like.
Oh, that was really good. It's like a perfect center.
I'm so picky.
Well, thank you very much, Master Maya. This is the stuff that I worked on today. These 3 I threw, these 3 I threw. And 2 of them.
Nice.
Slow it down.
I like that one. One in the corner.
Guess what?
Yeah.
And, we'll definitely have to do this again. Just let me
Yeah.
know. And if
It
you
was
ever,
a lot of fun.
yeah, this is good. This is nice. And yeah, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I want to say that I'll be back tomorrow doing a live stream, but I'm not going to promise anything. But
Oh,
I think you'll be
that one guy said,
lots of
okay, it's getting
Mondays, right?
unwatchable, so.
Yeah. See you, Marez. Bye, everybody. When are you going live next?
Monday at 3.
Monday at 3 Eastern Standard Time, right?
Yes, Eastern Standard Time.
Perfect. Well, definitely check out JMClay if you haven't already. 100%. You can find her channel by going to my channel and then going to Pottery Friends and Inspirations. And you'll find her link there. And then Gelvin said, Joel, you're doing well for a short amount of time. Thank you. I'm getting there.
Thanks, everybody, for showing up.
Yeah, really
And
appreciate
watching.
everybody being here today. And yeah, thank you for coming on the channel, chatting, and doing some throwing with me. That's fun. So definitely
Yeah, it
make
was a
that
lot of fun.
happen.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, anytime. Right. And we're here.
Bye, everybody.